This video is for my students in DSS 301, Presentational Communication. It is not an example of a best self video, unlike the examples that I gave you early on in the course, such as the wiki, the PowerPoint, and the Prezi. What it is more of a video assignment sheet. You can also obviously see that it's an example of a very simple video. You're just going to see me speaking to the camera, and at the end, I'm going to hold up a few documents for you. You can see that I'm using my speaking outline right now, just holding it below the camera, and I'm looking down a little bit, which is fine. But you want to have notes in front of you. Even though you'll have to probably record multiple times, this is about the 10th time I've done this, having the notes will help you. I'm going to walk you through the assignment at first. You'll see at the top that there's 3 attached documents. One is the rubric, one is the directions for a formal outline, and then how to pare that down into your speaking outline. So be sure you look at those documents. They should be able to help you. The first step on the assignment is to decide what you define as your best self. It is open to what you think. I want to see what you think about what does the best self mean to you. Now, it can cover both your personal and your professional self. But this video, especially since it's being uploaded to LinkedIn, is going to have a lot more to do with your professional side. You also want to make sure that you use course material. Don't just talk about the self in general, talk about the theories and the concepts of the self that we covered in class, whether it was from any of the readings, the course notes, the TED Talks, other materials. You will want to practice. You don't have to eliminate all of your vocal hesitations or errors, but you want it to be as perfect as possible. Obviously, you're at the step where you're at LinkedIn, so you're going to join me on LinkedIn and you're going to post your video. Going back to the idea of using course material, if I were making a best self video and talking about my professional self, I would choose to talk about Erving Goffman. And if you remember early in the class, we read about Erving Goffman in the reading by Holstein and Gubrium's The Self We Live By, when they were talking about different theories of the self. Erving Goffman talks about the socially situated self, which means that you're a different self depending on the setting or the scene that you're in. This is relevant in my field because I research and write about drama and performance studies. Being a self is not always a one true self, but there's multiple true selves. So for example, I made this chart to explain this. You can see there's me in the center, but then there's all of these roles that I play. Over here, where you see teacher, does not usually overlap much with me being a wife or a dog mom over here. I don't typically talk about being a dog mom to my students. And because I talked about Erving Goffman at the end of my presentation, I would show my reference. Simple, you can see it, but it's just on a piece of paper. But now you know where I got that information, and I'm citing my source. If you have any questions about the assignment or uploading, let me know right away, and I'll be happy to help you.